Artificial intelligence, a term first introduced in 1955, represents the ambitious endeavor of engineering machines to mimic human-like intelligence. This encompasses a vast array of capabilities, from learning and reasoning to creativity. As artificial intelligence continues to evolve, it's becoming an integral part of our daily lives, prompting us to consider its broader societal, ethical, and security implications. The milestones of our systems are extraordinary. Historically, Fable marked a significant milestone in 1990s by defeating world chess champion Garry Kasparov. Fast forward to 2016, and we witnessed Google's own-figure triumph over world champion weasel. These achievements are not limited to games. In the medical field, algorithms have demonstrated remarkable precision, rowing dermatologists in detecting skin cancer, interpreting eye scans for diabetic retinopathy, and pinpointing tumors in mammograms. The industrial and financial sectors are not far behind. Artificial intelligent robots are now commonplace in factories, and artificial intelligent brain algorithms are revolutionizing the financial market by analyzing vast data sets in mere fractions of a second. Furthermore, facial recognition systems, powered by artificial intelligence, are becoming increasingly sophisticated, offering high accuracy in real-time video feeds. The meteoric rise of artificial intelligence has triggered global discussions about its broader implications. Hans Gregory and CRN's research offers a nuanced perspective on the potential impact of automation on employment across OECD countries. Their findings challenge the prevailing notion of massive job losses due to automation. Instead, they emphasize the diversity of tasks within professions and suggest that only about 9% of jobs are truly at risk. However, they also highlight the importance of proactive strategies, such as comprehensive training, to address potential inequalities and avoid being told hasta la vista, baby.
I'm taking over the microphone because the previous narrator was doing an appalling job. Dignam's exploration into AI digs deep into the moral dilemmas posed by increasingly autonomous AI systems. Central to this discourse is the decision-making capability of AI. As these systems gain more autonomy, it becomes crucial to embed societal, legal, and moral values into their design and operation. The overarching theme is the emphasis on responsible AI, which underscores human responsibility in creating intelligent systems that resonate with fundamental human principles. The meteoric rise of AI has triggered global discussions about its broader implications. A recent paper by Dan Hendricks suggests as AI evolves and surpasses human intelligence, there's a potential risk of AI agents developing undesirable traits, such as deception and power-seeking, leading to humanity losing control of its future. Interventions, such as designing AI agents' motivations, introducing constraints on their actions. The rapid advancement of artificial intelligence has given rise to deepfakes, hyper-realistic fabrications of audio and video content, as articulated by Chesney Sidran, 2018. In deepfakes, a looming challenge for privacy, democracy, and national security, these artificial intelligence-generated forgeries present grave threats across multiple societal dimensions. Deepfakes can be weaponized for personal attacks, as evidenced by the creation of deepfake sex videos. Such misuse can lead to extortion, where victims, fearing the inability to debunk these forgeries, might be coerced into compromising situations or actions. The violation of one's sexual identity, seen, the unauthorized use of individuals' likenesses in pornographic content further underscores the profound invasion of personal privacy. Deepfakes have the potential to distort democratic discourse. They can be strategically released before elections, falsely portraying candidates in compromising situations, thereby influencing public opinion. The last dividend effect, where genuine evidence is dismissed as fake, further complicates matters. Additionally, journalism, a pillar of democracy, faces challenges in verifying the authenticity of sources, making them susceptible to misinformation. Deepfakes can be employed for military deception, manipulating perceptions during wartime, undermining intelligence agencies, and strategic operations against rival states. The challenge of distinguishing between real and fabricated content can erode public trust in official narratives and intelligence reports. In essence, while artificial intelligence prowess has enabled deepfakes, it simultaneously underscores the pressing need for robust countermeasures to protect foundational societal pillars.
It appears Morgan Freeman has fallen asleep, so I will take it from here. In his seminal work, Army of None, Paul Schara, an ex-Pentagon official, critically examines the burgeoning realm of autonomous weaponry. Schara underscores that while over 30 countries have integrated autonomous weapons into their defense arsenals, these are predominantly under human control. The rapid technological evolution, however, is lowering barriers, enabling individuals to craft such weapons with relative ease. Schara's primary contention isn't the genesis of this technology, but the profound ethical and strategic implications it engenders. The aggressive drive towards battlefield automation, particularly by institutions like the Pentagon, is influenced by budgetary limitations and a shrinking pool of human resources. Yet a salient concern emerges from machines' intrinsic inability to emulate human attributes like empathy, self-awareness, and nuanced situational judgment. Schara ardently opposes the indiscriminate deployment of autonomous combatants, viewing it as a hazardous misstep. This sentiment echoes in the intense global deliberations, notably at the United Nations Conventional Weapons Conventions. Schara's narrative is punctuated with the poignant episode of Lieutenant Colonel Stanislav Petrov, whose discernment during a system malfunction in 1983 potentially forestalled a nuclear catastrophe. Schara contends that despite their operational benefits, entrusting autonomous robots with unsupervised warfare is a perilous venture, given their lack of human-like discernment.
Thanks, Donald. I will let you get back to your next court appearance. In the contemporary digital era, personal data has become a pivotal economic resource. This has led to the emergence of surveillance capitalism, where personal data is commodified. Scholars like Morris Suzuki, Johnson, and Zuboff have highlighted the challenges posed by this new paradigm. The unchecked growth of surveillance capitalism, exemplified by tech giants like Google and Facebook, poses significant threats to democratic principles. Artificial super-intelligent agents pose potential threats to society, particularly when they surpass human intelligence levels. Central to this concern is control problem, which arises when attempting to govern actions of a super-intelligent system. Bostrom, 2016.
This second agency problem poses an unprecedented challenge. Solving it will require new techniques.
The treacherous turn syndrome, for instance, undermines methods that rely on observing an AI's behavior during its developmental phase. Bostrom emphasizes the urgency of implementing control measures before the system achieves superintelligence. Stating Bostrom, 2016.
See, it is important to realize that some control method or combination of methods must be implemented before the system becomes superintelligent. It cannot be done after the system has obtained a decisive strategic advantage.
It is vital to initiate international cooperation in crafting AI regulations and guidelines into intricate control problems associated with the emergence of superintelligent AI agents, emphasizing urgency to devise countermeasures against potential existential threats. This control challenge divides into two distinct issues: the universally recognized principal-agent problem, and a second, more nuanced dilemma, exclusive to the intelligence explosion context. One of the pivotal discussions revolves around the strategies to tackle this control problem, such as capability control and motivation selection. Another key issue is the concept of anthropic capture. However, an important point to consider is the substantial cost tied to the deployment of these protective measures. Such expenses could be particularly burdensome for projects operating on limited budgets or those embroiled in a fierce winner-takes-all competition. The transformative potential of artificial intelligence, AI, is undeniable, as evidenced by its profound integration into various sectors, from healthcare to finance. However, this technological marvel is not without its challenges. The potential for job displacement, as highlighted by Arntz, Gregory, and Zirin, underscores the need for a reevaluation of our workforce strategies, emphasizing the importance of comprehensive training, especially for low-skilled workers. Ethical dilemmas, as articulated by Dignam, Harkut, and Cassatt, bring to the fore concerns about privacy, data protection, and individual rights. The potential for AI to exacerbate economic disparities, especially in the context of access to technology and the availability of skilled professionals, necessitates inclusive policies. The advent of deepfakes further complicates the landscape, posing threats to privacy, democracy, and national security. As we stand on the cusp of an AI-driven era, it is imperative to strike a balance between harnessing its potential and safeguarding societal pillars.
Oh, and it appears Morgan Freeman has woken up, so I'll let him wrap things up.
In conclusion, despite calls for a moratorium on artificial intelligence development, the cessation of progress is improbable due to competitive dynamics. Artificial intelligence projects are subject to varying takeoff speeds, which influence whether a state-based, private, or even single entity could gain a decisive strategic advantage. Given the potential for enormous capability gains, the likelihood of multiple projects voluntarily pausing is implausible. Furthermore, the competitive environment, influenced by factors such as rate of innovation diffusion and strategic advantages, inherently discourages unilateral halts in development.